High above our cities and deserts, in skies once ruled by birds and clouds, hover silent watchers. Eyes without faces, minds without hearts. These are unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, now given thought by artificial intelligence. What does it mean when war, surveillance, and even agriculture are no longer bound by the limits of human sight or emotion? Welcome to Fata Morgana. Today, we journey into the skies, into the convergence of unmanned aerial vehicles and artificial intelligence. A frontier where machines learn, decide, and sometimes kill without a human whisper. The story of UAVs or drones begins not in Silicon Valley, but in the smoky theaters of World War I. In 1916, the British experimented with the aerial target, a rudimentary radio-controlled aircraft. The Americans soon followed, with the Kettering bug, a kind of mechanical kamikaze. But drones remained largely theoretical until the 1990s. It was the RQ-1 Predator, developed by General Atomics, that transformed reconnaissance forever. In 2001, just days after 9/11, the first armed Predator drone killed Al-Qaeda targets in Afghanistan. The UAV had become a hunter. At first, drones needed human pilots, just ones sitting far away. But today, we are witnessing the fusion of AI with UAVs, blurring the lines between operator and algorithm. In 2020, the US Air Force introduced Skyborg, an AI-driven brain for autonomous drones. In 2023, China tested the WZ-8, a supersonic UAV with rumored autonomous features. Meanwhile, Turkey's Bayraktar Kizilelma integrates AI decision-making, positioning it as both a strike and reconnaissance platform. The Loyal Wingman project by Australia and Kratos Valkyrie in the US are AI-enabled combat drones designed to fly alongside piloted jets. No cockpit, no pulse, just code. Drones were once eyes in the sky. Now they're claws. The 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh conflict saw Azerbaijan deploy Turkish TB2 drones with devastating effect against Armenian tanks and artillery. AI-enabled target acquisition allowed fast autonomous strikes, sometimes before human defenders could react. Russia and Ukraine's ongoing war has elevated drone warfare further. Ukraine's use of commercial drones with AI vision modules to drop grenades has made every city a battlefield. Russia, too, uses AI to track, jam, and deceive drones. The war zone is no longer linear. It's three-dimensional, algorithmic, and evolving in milliseconds. But these drones don't just haunt battlefields. In agriculture, AI UAVs scan crops, detect diseases, and optimize irrigation. In disaster relief, they locate survivors using heat maps. In Hollywood, they choreograph scenes once unimaginable. Yet their shadows loom large. The 2018 assassination attempt on Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro with explosive drones raised alarms about the democratization of warfare. Drones are now accessible to civilians, hackers, and insurgents alike. In 2023, a Silicon Valley startup proposed using AI UAVs to monitor mental health behavior through facial expressions, sparking backlash over surveillance and consent. The fusion of AI and UAVs is not without controversy. What happens when a drone decides whom to kill? In 2021, a UN report suggested a fully autonomous Turkish drone may have targeted a human without direct command in Libya. A chilling possibility. Scholars argue about the moral disengagement in such systems. Philosopher Noel Sharkey warns of automated slaughterhouses, while others argue that AI reduces human error and emotional judgment in combat. As Henry Kissinger once observed, the most difficult task of the statesman is to anticipate the future. And here we are, where machines anticipate it faster than we can. So what do we learn from this skyborne revolution? First, technology without ethics becomes tyranny. As drones evolve, so must global treaties and accountability structures. The 1949 Geneva Conventions are ill-equipped for AI-driven drones. Second, asymmetric power dynamics are shifting. Nations without traditional air forces are developing drone fleets. Warfare is becoming cheaper, faster, and more unpredictable. And lastly, the philosophical question. What does it mean to wage war without warriors? To surveil without a soul? To replace instinct with instruction? By 2030, experts predict AI UAVs will form autonomous swarms, hundreds acting as one, coordinating like flocks of starlings. Nations race not just to build them, but to control the sky's collective mind. In the end, UAVs are not simply machines. They are mirrors. They reflect our fears, our ambitions, our detachment, and our control. From the trenches of the First World War to the skies of Gaza, Ukraine, and beyond, the fusion of AI and UAVs marks a turning point not just in warfare, but in humanity's understanding of power. And we, the watchers of history, must now ask, are we programming our machines? Or are they beginning to program us? This has been Fata Morgana, a voice beneath the veil of illusion. Until next time.